Survival techniques after an earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden and intense shaking of the ground caused by the movement of tectonic plates. It can cause significant damage to buildings, infrastructure, and can also result in loss of life. It is important to be prepared for an earthquake and know how to survive if one occurs. Here are some survival techniques that can help you stay safe during and after an earthquake. Drop, cover, and hold on. When you feel the ground shake, drop to the ground, take cover under a sturdy table or desk and hold on until the shaking stops. Evacuate the building if it's unsafe. If the building you're in is not safe, evacuate it immediately. Avoid using elevators and take the stairs instead. Stay away from windows and glass. Windows and glass can break and cause serious injury. Turn off gas, electricity and water. This can prevent gas leaks, fires, and other hazards. Stay informed, listen to news reports and follow the instructions of the authorities to stay updated on the situation. Take basic first aid supplies, stock up on first aid supplies, including pain relievers, antiseptics, bandages, and a flashlight. Know how to shut off gas valves. Knowing how to shut off gas valves can prevent gas leaks and fires. By following these survival techniques, you can greatly increase your chances of staying safe during and after an earthquake. Earthquake-resistant building design and construction technology, an overview. Earthquakes are natural disasters that can cause significant damage to buildings and infrastructure, putting lives and communities at risk. The development of earthquake-resistant building design and construction technology has been a crucial factor in reducing the impact of earthquakes on people and their environment. The goal of earthquake-resistant building design is to ensure the safety of building occupants and minimize the damage caused by earthquakes. There are various earthquake-resistant building technologies, including the use of seismic-resistant materials, proper design of foundation and structural systems, and the use of seismic isolation systems. Seismic-resistant materials, such as reinforced concrete and steel, can help buildings resist the forces generated by earthquakes. Proper foundation design, such as the use of deep foundations and base isolation systems, can help buildings withstand the ground motion caused by earthquakes. Seismic isolation systems, such as base isolators and energy dissipation systems, can help buildings absorb and reduce the energy generated by earthquakes, thereby reducing the damage caused. In addition to these technologies, the implementation of building codes and standards has also been critical in promoting earthquake-resistant building design and construction. Building codes specify the minimum requirements for building design, construction, and inspection, ensuring that buildings are built to withstand earthquakes. Overall, the integration of earthquake-resistant building design and construction technology into building practices has improved the safety and resilience of buildings against earthquakes. Continual research and development in this field are necessary to ensure that buildings can better withstand the impact of earthquakes in the future. Living in earthquake-prone areas, advantages and disadvantages. Earthquakes are a common natural disaster that can cause significant damage to communities and their infrastructure. Some regions are more prone to earthquakes than others, and living in these areas presents both advantages and disadvantages. Advantages. Access to resources. Living in a high seismic area may provide access to resources and support from organizations and government agencies specifically focused on earthquake preparedness and recovery. Community preparedness. Residents in earthquake-prone areas are often more aware of the potential dangers and take proactive steps to prepare themselves and their homes. Increased job opportunities. Areas with high seismic activity may have job opportunities related to earthquake research, construction and engineering. Disadvantages. High insurance costs. Home insurance costs in earthquake-prone areas can be significantly higher than other areas. Property value. Property values in areas prone to earthquakes may be lower due to the increased risk of damage. Mental stress. Living in an area prone to earthquakes can cause mental stress and anxiety for residents. In conclusion, living in an earthquake-prone area presents both advantages and disadvantages. It's important for residents to weigh these factors and make informed decisions about their living arrangements. Additionally, preparation and education about earthquake safety is crucial to mitigate the effects of earthquakes. Earthquakes can have significant economic impacts, including both direct and indirect costs. Direct costs refer to the physical damage caused by earthquakes, such as the destruction of buildings, roads, bridges, and other infrastructure. Indirect costs refer to the long-term impacts of earthquakes on the economy, such as the loss of productivity and income, increased insurance and other costs, and disruptions to trade and commerce. In terms of direct costs, earthquakes can result in billions of dollars in damages, depending on the size and intensity of the earthquake. For example, the 1994 Northridge earthquake in California caused an estimated $20 billion in damages. The 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami in Japan caused an estimated $235 billion in damages, making it the costliest natural disaster in world history. In terms of indirect costs, earthquakes can have a negative impact on the economy by disrupting trade and commerce, leading to decreased productivity, and reducing consumer confidence. For example, the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami caused significant disruptions to the Japanese economy, including supply chain disruptions, decreased consumer spending, and decreased foreign investment. Overall, the economic impacts of earthquakes can be significant and long-lasting. To minimize these impacts, it is important for governments and businesses to invest in earthquake preparedness and mitigation measures, such as seismic retrofits and emergency response planning. Earthquakes are a natural phenomenon that cause significant destruction and loss of life every year. They occur when tectonic plates in the Earth's crust shift and cause the ground to shake. The effects of earthquakes can range from minor to catastrophic, and they can have a major impact on communities and economies. In order to minimize the impact of earthquakes, it is important to understand their causes, effects, and potential solutions. One approach to mitigating the effects of earthquakes is to improve the construction of buildings and infrastructure. This can be achieved through the use of seismic-resistant materials, such as steel and reinforced concrete, and the adoption of building codes and standards that incorporate the latest engineering and design practices. Another approach is to improve early warning systems and evacuation plans. These systems can provide critical information about the location, magnitude, and expected impact of an earthquake, and can help people get to safety more quickly. In addition, it is important to invest in research and development aimed at improving our understanding of earthquakes and their behavior. This can include the development of new technologies for detecting and measuring earthquakes, as well as the development of more accurate models for predicting their impact and path. Ultimately, a comprehensive approach to earthquake mitigation will involve a combination of these strategies and the cooperation of governments, communities, and individuals. By working together, we can help to reduce the risks posed by earthquakes and help to protect the lives and property of people around the world. Earthquakes are natural disasters that can cause extensive damage and loss of life. Preparing for earthquakes is crucial in reducing their impacts, and society plays an important role in promoting earthquake preparedness culture. The importance of raising awareness about the dangers of earthquakes and the steps individuals can take to prepare for them cannot be overstated. A culture of earthquake preparedness involves promoting education and training on the dangers and effects of earthquakes, as well as encouraging individuals and communities to take practical steps to minimize the risks. Individuals can prepare for earthquakes by taking simple steps such as securing heavy objects, creating an emergency supply kit, and developing a family disaster plan. Communities can play a crucial role by promoting earthquake preparedness through public education and awareness campaigns, developing building codes and standards, and encouraging participation in disaster drills and preparedness training. Moreover, promoting earthquake preparedness culture involves creating a sense of responsibility among individuals and communities to be prepared and to take the necessary steps to reduce the impact of earthquakes. This can include advocating for investment in disaster-resistant infrastructure, encouraging the adoption of disaster-resistant building techniques, and promoting collaboration between different sectors and stakeholders. In conclusion, promoting a culture of earthquake preparedness is essential for reducing the impacts of earthquakes and protecting communities. The role of society in promoting this culture is critical, and everyone has a part to play in preparing for and reducing the impact of earthquakes.